G'day everyone, Uncle Jojo here. Great to see you all again. Today what I've got is a existing wall which is weatherboarded with timber weatherboards, and we're going to reclad the whole thing. But just before we reclad it, I wanted to show you I've got original Baltic pine weatherboards that are about 110, 150 years old, and I've got brand new weatherboards. And the difference in the boards and their characteristics, the maturity of the sap in timber and plantation timber compared to old growth timber, etc. And if you watch our video with the tree specialist, the tree doc, that also explains the importance of the maturity or the sap inside the tree. Step this way and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here we've got an existing wall, Baltic pine weatherboards. Now this is facing the south. This whole wall here is facing the south. That way there's west. You can see here that we've got raw board, and it's actually cut in behind what would have been the old architrave. Not one of these boards is rotted through. There's a few cracks and there's a bit of blistering of the paint, but that's not the actual board. All that is the paint that was used however long ago. The timber itself is actually quite structurally sound. If we step down this end, this has been repaired before. Now again, this here is Baltic, that's old Baltic, and here's new Baltic. I can tell this is old and new, firstly by the grain of the timber that's running through, and secondly, the density. Listen to that. The density of the timber itself tells me that this is old and this is new. Now, this is the old stuff, and this is already, this I'd say would be 20 years old, and you can see here this is already rotted through, and I can see signs of rotting through here. Now this again isn't rotted, this is just the paint. This here, that's rotting coming through, that's completely rotted through there. The rotting of this here can be helped very easily just simply by painting the ends of the boards. Painting the ends of the board seals the grain, and what it does is it stops moisture running up inside the grain. The only place it's rotting is not actually rotting in the middle of the board at all, it's just rotting on the side of the board at the ends where the grain hasn't been painted. So what we'll do is we'll remove all of these weatherboards, we'll replace them with all brand new weatherboards, and as we go we will also be painting the ends of our weatherboards for longevity of use. That's just one way to look after your weatherboards and to apply new weatherboards to an existing home. If you've got any questions or queries about that, please flick them over. Otherwise, thanks for watching and stay unreal, banana peel. See you in the soup.